Hello YouTube. What I've got going on here is just wanted to kind of start creating a documentary of sorts of the survival world that I've got going on here. I've started to put some stuff together and realized it'd be kind of cool to actually document it. So I put this farm together. I realized it would have been really cool to show how I built it. I followed just standard farming practices, but tried to put in some stuff that made it look cool, um, glowstone and stuff, just for like night and day growing and such like that. Oh, whoop, whoop. Hello, Mr. Enderman. I started building another one right here. He didn't take one of my blocks. No, he didn't. Okay, cool. Goodbye, Mr. Enderman. Start building another one right here. What we're gonna do is create the second set. Materials that we're using, how we plan on building this one. You're gonna need per each farm. This is just the standard 9x9 array with a single water source in the middle. I find this to be I think it's a fairly efficient. Oops. Oh, fix that. It's fairly efficient farm. Works fairly well with sizing. Clearly, like the way it's built, you can actually verticalize. You make it vertical, kind of like what I'm planning on doing here. This is going to be a sugarcane farm eventually. Growing the dirt up there so that way, or the grass up there so that way every suspended block is grass. Just for aesthetic looks mostly. So how we do this, at least how I have done it. I do have scaffolding, which so regarding how to actually make this, we'll get some scaffolding. We'll put 3 up on each side, and then we'll connect it to each other like that, and that should allow us, since over the water, that should allow us to have access to all the blocks that we're going to need to make this. So what we first start with is that kind of like the water obviously is the central piece. And so we count out the 3 from here and put 3 of these fence posts up. Obviously. Try not to miss if you can. It's pretty easy to do. And once you get the 3 fence posts up, you put a spruce block on top of it. I think we're going to need to cover it now. Yeah, okay. So once you get that, put these, another block on top of it, and then we kind of start to build out sideways from here. Put 3 blocks here. And if obviously you can creatively do it different. You can make it higher, but I wanted it to be 2 blocks, or I wanted it to be suspended 3 blocks up, so that way you could have. I think I still did that correctly. Yeah, what I like to do is I'll put it together on each side. Slowly get it put together. I forgot the glowstone. Then, just for kind of aesthetic look, I wrap it around like that, and then it's all put together. nice thing about scaffolding is you can just break the bottom piece and then the whole thing comes out. And then on these center 4 blocks, we'll pull it out 4 like that. Another thing, if you, let's say you don't have glowstone, you can just get your block here and then put torches on all 4 sides of it. And it looks a little bit more rustic. It's not quite as efficient just because glowstone puts out more light than torches do, but it still works. So then we'll do the same thing here. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. And so like some of the stuff that my projects I like to do, I like to joke around and say that I'm really bad at playing Minecraft, and that's partially true. I definitely don't play in the most efficient ways possible, and that's okay. You know, one of the beauties about this game is you can play it really however you want. And I do kind of get some enjoyment over not doing it the least optimal way possible, because that's never fun. But I like doing it in ways that feel kind of nice. Whatever that means to you is kind of whatever that means to you. But see, there we go. One of the reasons for making a sugarcane farm, you know, obviously we've zombified piglin growths. What are you doing in my house, sir? You should know better than being here. He gave me a golden nugget. That's nice of you. One of the reasons I'm making a sugarcane farm there is because I don't really like how all of the sugarcane along the edge of the river looks. I feel it looks a little sloppy. I want to get that set up so that way it's no longer like that. Oh. Well, that's annoying. If I don't get 4, I only got 3. So when you're putting this stuff up together, don't forget to remember that you only put a certain number of blocks. And that on a lot of them you would put 4 down to demonstrate that you could use it with torches instead. But I only got 3. That's really annoying. Okay, well we'll worry about that last one later. And I have found that putting it in rows like that make it easier for harvesting. However, something that would actually probably make it even easier is if you put it in rows like this instead. So these pumpkins could only grow here, and they will. And we'll do the same thing on this side. You have 2 additional, like, pretty nice looking farms that really? At least I got 4 from it that time. There we go. 4 nice looking farms that I personally put on like different scales or sizes with each other, so that way it kind of looks like a nice little tier system. Grass is growing up top. Looks like it's almost done. As long as I have some grass up here. Okay, yeah, I do have some grass up here on both sides, so we can start to get this ready. That's something that I shall fix right now, because it is something that is quite literally doesn't need to be like that. I think I did that because then I didn't want to take that out, but it's kind of just silly. And the thing about doing it like this, okay, still have that bed on me? So when we're doing it like this, what we plan on doing is we're going to use the source water block 1 in every 3 to set it aside. And then by doing that, it'll actually fill up the whole row and make it so that way we can plant sugarcane on each side, which is kind of cool. And then I'm eventually going to put in, so now that we have all that set up, we get our 5 buckets, make it 1 stack. And eventually, I'm going to put in like a stair system. Oh, I forgot to put in. Forgot to put in this column. I think the column's right here. Yeah. Obviously, we need to go get some more granite. I didn't realize how much granite this project was going to cost me. I think I've gone through 4 stacks. I think that's how much I had. And now I don't have nearly that much. I'm thinking what we'll do is we're gonna move that torch eventually. This looks so nice, actually, being able to like kind of see through it for one level, but not for the rest. I like how that looks. Okay, yeah, so we do have enough. Oh, that looks very nice. One of the nice things about this system is it is relatively modular. It is. I think it will work. I haven't actually tried it. Let's go get some sugarcane and try it out. There. I think maybe aesthetically speaking, we'll put, you can put torches like that, and it will. You can also use hanging lanterns. The sugarcane won't grow in the specific spots where lanterns are hanging. Did I make this a little higher? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I made this level higher by accident. Oh, that's actually not bad. That's actually pretty good. So if I wanted to raise it, I'd just put a layer of dirt right there, and then just keep going up. So that works out. Actually, using the waterfalls as a little elevator, not a bad idea. We'll clean that up. But right there, is a pretty simple, easy to make sugarcane farm. Doesn't take a ton of materials. Most of this dirt you're either going to get through mining or moving things that tend to be moved around the place. And then the rest of it's kind of aesthetic. You obviously don't even need any of this. All you need is that stuff along the top right there to trap the water in. You could also use glass. I think it would actually look really cool, putting glass around the edge of it, but that's, again, just artistic and aesthetic things to do. So we'll sit here let's see, actually, we'll go over to the top of the stable. We'll look at the top of the stable for a second, see if we can see any sugarcane grow. And if we can, then we know it's a successful farm. I mean, being able to plant it itself, the sugarcane won't plant if it can't grow. So I think it will be fine. I appreciate you tuning in, watching the video. Let's go get the ink sac from the squid. Thank you, squid, for your sacrifice. I will say, this is a very convenient location, just infinite black ink. It's very convenient. So yeah, there's a small tutorial on building some fairly aesthetically pleasing farms. As you can see, we got the fruit of our first labor right here. Just all the potatoes. And it's really just that simple. So, yep, appreciate you guys coming in. And until then, see you on the next one.